guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a what's in my hospital bag video for you guys. I just want to say I'm sorry I had to open the window behind me because it's super hot in here, and like I said in my last video, I've been like insanely sweaty and overheated, and I can see that my cheeks are like super red and I just feel super hot. So you might hear like the traffic and stuff behind me, but anyways, on with this. So I'm going to show you guys what we have packed for the hospital, and I'm also going to show you guys what's in the diaper bag, what we're bringing to the hospital for that as well. I officially finished packing it today, and we're going to be at the hospital in like 3 days, so it's a little last minute, but I thought it would be fun to look back on. I was watching videos on YouTube of other people's hospital bags, and I feel like people way overpack for the hospital, in my opinion. And even when I went to the hospital with Grayson, I definitely overpacked because I didn't know what I would need. And at the time, I also didn't know if I was going to be having a vaginal birth or a C-section. So now that I know, obviously I'm having a C-section, I know what the hospital stay was like, I kind of have more of an idea of what I want in my bag. So it's a super basic, simple, like lightly packed bag. I just want us to be carrying the least amount of stuff possible in and out of the hospital. So we've just got the one bag, we've got our diaper bag, and then obviously we have the car seat as well. So this is a super basic video of like the general things I think that are important to have in your bag when you're having a C-section. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So the first thing I have packed, actually I'll start with this stuff. So we ordered our groceries, and I made sure to order some Gatorade and just like something to kind of like, oops, bump my camera, to kind of like bring up our electrolytes. Like, I know Darian, obviously he's able to eat and drink and whatever, but it's nice for him to have a snack. And then also for me, because I won't be able to eat for, you know, in the morning before surgery, and then after surgery I probably won't be super hungry, but I'm definitely gonna be thirsty, I know that. And so it's just nice to have snacks on hand. So we both got some Gatorade, and then I also, so sorry for the super close-up. I just realized something and I'm super annoyed about it. I was filming on my picture setting, and I'm so annoyed about it right now because I just watched some of it back and I'm like, why? I just watched some of my video back and I'm like, why is my camera so out of focus? It keeps like focusing and then going unfocused, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It does it throughout the whole video, but honestly I'm so tired, it's late, and I don't want to refilm this, so you guys are just gonna have to power through it. I apologize, I am really dumb. So yeah, I ordered Cliff Bars just because it's nice, they're super easy, and they're yummy, and they're gonna fill us up, so it's just nice to have snacks at the hospital. But I have a lot of family members who I know are gonna offer to bring stuff, so I'm thinking that if I'm feeling like I'm craving something, or if I'm super hungry for a certain thing, that they'll just be able to run out and grab it for me. And our hospital obviously gives us meals, so it's not like we're gonna go hungry. On to my clothing. So I think a super staple piece to have in your hospital bag is a house coat. This is actually the house coat that I wore to the hospital when I had Grayson, and it's just a plain pink house coat. I got it from the Bay. It's a short sleeve, which I think is super handy. That was another thing that I had heard a lot of women talking about, how their hospitals are really warm, and I find that our hospital is really chilly. Like when I had Grayson, I remember being fairly chilly, and even when I went to visit my sister, it was like kind of cold in there. And now that it's October, it's already like there's a chill in the air. I want to make sure that I'm warm and baby's warm, so we dress a little bit warmer for our hospital, definitely. But this house coat also too, it's not super long, it's shorter, so it's just really easy to like get up and move around in. And like obviously having a C-section, not every woman is able to just like get up and move around, but I know with Grayson, as soon as I could like feel my legs, I was walking around, and I had a pretty easy recovery in that sense, where I was motoring and moving around. I wasn't like stuck in the bed, so I'm hoping it'll go the same way this time. So this house coat is nice, it's thin but it's still warm, and it's easy to like maneuver around in, so if I have to do stuff with baby, it's super handy. So definitely a house coat is a must-have in your hospital bag. For like what I'm going to be wearing, I actually got this idea from another girl on YouTube. I had seen that she went out and she bought a nightie, and for some reason that like never crossed my mind. When I was at the hospital with Grayson, I had 2 pieces, and it was fairly annoying because I didn't want anything touching my incision. Obviously, like, you know, you feel like you're like freshly cut open down there. You don't want anything rubbing on that. So I was actually gonna bring a couple. I've got like, these are really stretchy. It's almost kind of like this shirt, but it's like a baby doll dress. So I was gonna bring 2 of my dresses that they're both black, and I was just gonna wear those. But then when I seen this woman, she's like, oh, I picked up a nightie. I was like, it's like the same thing, and it has buttons. You know, hers actually had breastfeeding buttons because there's a breastfeeding top. I just went to Walmart because honestly it's cheaper and I probably won't ever wear it again. So I just got a regular nightie. I got it a couple sizes bigger so that it'll for sure be baggy and comfy. And this one has buttons that go straight down, so it makes for easy breastfeeding. So if I would have brought the dresses, I would have just had to like pull my whole boob out, which is like, I don't really care, but this is just easier and it's nice and it's cute. And yeah, so it's that same sort of really bouncy, stretchy material, so I think it'll be super comfy. I did only buy one. I know that I will be wearing the hospital gown for probably the first day until the next day when I shower and I kind of clean myself up, and then I'll change into this. And I'm really hoping that we only have to stay 2 nights in the hospital. When I had Grayson, we did spend 3 nights. I had a really hard time breastfeeding with him, so I'm hoping that this time around I will kind of be able to like get the hang of breastfeeding again a lot quicker, and that we'll only have to spend 2 nights. Worst case scenario, I'll just wear this 2 days in a row. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be feeling pretty grungy anyways, so I'm just bringing the one. To come home in though, I decided that I am gonna bring something that's like 2-piecey because I don't want my legs hanging out. It's probably gonna be cold. I'm gonna feel pretty like bunged up to say the least. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to wear my going home outfit to the hospital. So they had told me that I need to be showered and clean and wearing like brand new fresh clean clothes. So I'm gonna throw on some comfy PJ pants and probably a top like this, something that's baggy and just comfortable, and then a sweater. And then when I get to the hospital, obviously I'm just gonna be taking it right off and getting into a gown. So I think that'll be my going home outfit. Other than that, I'll just be wearing my nightie. I also have 2 nursing bras that I'm gonna bring. I actually got them both from a friend. One that she got me, she had it in a diaper cake when I was pregnant with Grayson, and it's this one here, and I still have it because it's super comfy and I knew that I would want to keep it when I was pregnant again. And so yeah, this one is just like super stretchy. There's no underwire or anything like that, and it's super comfy. And then she actually gave me a hand-me-down of the exact same type, and it's just different color, different pattern kind of thing. But again, it's like just super stretchy and bouncy. And honestly, I throughout my pregnancy, because my stomach was so sensitive and I didn't like things touching my belly, I didn't really wear bras. Like as soon as I would get home, my bra would be off. I would even sometimes going out and about, I wouldn't be wearing a bra and I'd just wear like a baggy hoodie or something over top. So I'm thinking if my milk doesn't come in right away, I probably won't even wear a bra in the hospital because I don't really care, and I'll be in my nightie and I'll be in my house coat, so you won't really see anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But in the rare occasion that my milk does come in pretty quickly, I'm gonna need to wear nipple pads, so I'll need to have the nursing bra. So I'm gonna pack 2 just in case. When I did have Grayson, it took, I think it was because we spent 3 nights in the hospital and it was the 4th night, so it was my first night home that I woke up and my milk had come in and my shirt was like soaked. So I did wear a bra in the hospital when I had him, but I didn't need to because my boobs weren't like engorged with milk yet, so I wasn't leaking or anything like that. I don't know, we'll see how things go this time. I would rather be prepared because I wouldn't want to be all leaky and gross and not have anything. You know, you need to wear like nipple pads, so I would need the bras. So I'm gonna have those just in case. And then another part of my wardrobe is the good old pregnancy granny panties. They're massive, and I actually got these ones from Winners, so they weren't too expensive, and I got them when I was pregnant because like I already mentioned, my stomach was just like super sensitive to anything touching it. So I wanted super big panties that I could just pull all the way up and something that was really stretchy, but these still bothered my stomach, so I didn't really wear them throughout my pregnancy. But they're perfect because they are so big that they'll be able to go over my incision. So I'm packing these. I honestly really like the underwear that the hospital gives you, the mesh panties, I find, and my sister said the exact same thing, that they are just super comfy. Like, you feel like you're not wearing anything. So for having an incision, I really liked those, and they only give you 2 pairs at the hospital, so, and then they tell you to wash them, which is fine. They just take a long time to dry. So I'm gonna have 2 pairs of my own underwear just in case. And then lastly, for like my wardrobe, I have fuzzy socks. So like I already said too, our hospital is pretty chilly, and I had slippers when I had Grayson, but the slippers were kind of annoying just because I didn't want to wear them on my bed. I wanted to take them off, and then you would like flick them off or whatever, and then you go to get off of the bed and it's like you can't really bend down and you need to get your slippers on, because who likes to walk on like hospital floors? So I was looking for slippers. I couldn't find any in my size at Walmart because I kind of just wanted to do a one-stop shop of like my last minute hospital bag stuff. But we found these little slipper socks and they've got little grips, so I thought these will definitely keep my feet warm. There's something I can just throw away if I, you know, don't feel like washing them after I'm done with them at the hospital. And there's something that they're small enough and they're comfy enough that I can wear them like sitting on my bed and walking around. So I got 2 pairs of those. So I guess technically the last part of like a wardrobe kind of thing would be hair ties. This is just a scrunchie, and honestly, like these scrunchies that I wear in my hair, they're really comfy and I like wearing them at home, but they're kind of stretched out now, so they don't hold my hair very well. So I did go out and I bought a pack of, like, I'm wearing one right now, it's just regular elastic bands, but they're really tight, and I'm gonna have to be wearing a cap on my head when I go into surgery, so I want my hair to stay in place. I don't want it to be falling out and annoying me. So I bought some elastic bands for that. And I mean, honestly, the rest of the time in the hospital, like, I'm not gonna have my hair down, I'm not gonna be styling my hair, doing anything like that. It's probably gonna look like this the whole time because I just want it out of the way. And so yeah, hair ties or scrunchies or whatever work for you are definitely important, and I recommend having in your bag. So the other thing you're definitely gonna need is obviously all your toiletry stuff, like any medications, things like that. Every hospital is different. Some hospitals don't allow you to bring your own medications in, other hospitals do. I take antidepressants, so when I talked to the surgeon people, they told me that I was able to bring my own medication as long as it's in its original container. So that's something I have to remember to bring. The other stuff I did, again, when I went to Walmart, I just went to like the travel section and I got just like the teeny tiny little travel things because it's just easy to throw in your bag and just leave it there, rather than, because obviously we're still using our toothbrushes, we're still using our deodorant, we're still using our shampoo. So it's nice to just have some stuff set aside that can go to the hospital and then be thrown out after or whatever, right? Like we can still use these after if we want to, or if it sits in the bag for another like 3 or 4 months, then that's fine. So we got just some super cheap shampoo and conditioner. And then I also picked up little teeny tiny deodorants. They're so little and so cute. I love them. And then I already had new toothbrushes at home for us, so I just ripped these out of the box and we've got toothbrushes ready to go. And then I also got like a little travel size toothpaste. So I think that's pretty much it for our bathroom stuff. I got my eyelashes done, so I don't need to bring any mascara. That's something I brought to the hospital last time when I had Grace, and I brought just like a little bit of makeup, which is fine, but for me, I couldn't keep up with it, so I kind of did my makeup after my first shower, and then it was like smudged down my face, and I was just tired, and it was just awful. So I'm really excited about having my eyelashes done this time around, because I'm not gonna do anything to my face. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, and my eyelashes make me feel good, so I'm happy with that. So I think that's it for the toiletry stuff. So then obviously a couple other things to have in your bag is your chargers, things like that, electronics, right? Obviously I'm gonna have my phone charger, my phone. I'm also gonna bring my camera because I'm gonna be vlogging the birth. Last but not least, the one other thing that I am bringing to the hospital, a nursing pillow. So I still have to wash this. I let my sister use it because she has a 5-month-old, so it's something that I think is just so handy to have at the hospital. Just because for me personally, I didn't like when I had Grayson having to like stuff a bunch of pillows around me or other people holding the baby, right? Because, you know, a lot of people get nervous when they hold a baby, so they're like, you know, all awkward about it. And so it's just nice to be able to just throw this around somebody and then they feel secure. And even for me, like, I'm gonna be super tired. I haven't breastfed in how long, so just to like kind of wrap this around my body and have him sitting on it instead of like having to makeshift a nursing pillow, I think this will really come in handy this time around. So that's actually, I think that's it for the hospital bag. That's all we have. So I did forget one thing now that I'm thinking about it, and that's bringing a water bottle. So Darian and I both have the same water bottles. They're really awesome because these ones, they just keep your water so cold. And I'm so excited because even when my sister was in the hospital having her baby, I love the crushed ice at the hospital. So I'm really excited to fill my water bottle with crushed ice and cold water and have it stay cold all day. And yeah, so water bottles are definitely something you would want to have at the hospital because it's nice to stay hydrated. And I don't know about everybody else's hospitals, but our hospital only has like these tiny little dinky cups or these massive jugs to drink out of. So these are important for sure. But I'm gonna show you guys now what is in the diaper bag. So again, it's just like super basic. I'm trying to pack like as lightly as possible. Everybody's hospital is different with what they kind of give you guys for supplies. So for our hospital, they honestly, like, they hook us up with a lot of stuff, which is really nice. So the only thing I really have to bring for him are some clothes, which I don't even necessarily have to bring clothes because when I had Grayson, they had outfits there for him that he could wear. But I'm just bringing clothes because I have so much of it and I'd rather him be wearing what I pick out. So I've got some clothes, and then I also have some blankies because I said that I find that our hospital is a little bit chilly. So I've got some blankies, and then I think the blankets are important too, and even the clothes, because it has our smell on it. So not even just like my smell and like Darian's smell, because obviously the baby will be smelling us right away, but it has like our household smell on it. I just feel like it's important for him to be able to kind of like smell our home, and like obviously a little bit of like Jackson Grayson's smell will probably be trapped in there. So it'll just be nice that he'll be able to be wrapped in our smell and come home to our home, you know? In the hospital bag, I'll show you, I just have 2 super tiny blankies. These were both, I mean, they are Grayson's blankets and he drags them around the house all the time. So I wash them, and they're super small, easy to pack, and they're thin but they're warm, so I think that those will be perfect. Obviously the hospital has lots of little like swaddles and things like that, but I think it'll be nice to have our own. And then for outfits for him, I have 4 little diaper shirts. So I'll just show you guys one of them. They're newborn, obviously, so they're pretty tiny. So we've got 4 newborn diaper shirts, and I think those will fit him nicely. When I did have Grayson, we had originally brought him a couple super tiny newborn outfits, and he came out and he was so long that his legs couldn't fit in them. So we ended up having to send, I think it was my dad, back to the house to go and grab some stuff because I was like, thankfully the hospital had outfits there, but he was just so much longer than I expected. So I'm kind of assuming that this baby's gonna be like the same height as Grayson. So the newborn diaper shirts will definitely fit, and they'll go underneath his little sleepers. And then for the sleepers, or like his little outfit, I also have 4 of those. So I've got 4 sleepers. I'll show you one. This is my nephew's, Finley. He's already obviously way grown out of this, but just something tiny. These are all 0 to 3, but they're small 0 to 3. So I'm hoping that my crazy long spider-legged babies will be able to fit. So I'm hoping these fit him. So I picked a couple different ones. They're all sort of around the same size, where they're bigger than newborn, but they're small for a 0 to 3. So I think these should fit. And then this was actually one of Grayson's newborn outfits when he was just a wee little guy, and it's a 2-piece. So again, we'll put like a diaper shirt underneath, but it's so cute. It's got monkeys on it, and it's got little monkeys on the feet, and I just think it's so cute. I love it. So I'm just doing 4 of each. I mean, that's a lot of baby clothes, especially for only spending 2 nights there. But again, I just wanted to make sure I had like a good size range, just in case he's a little bit longer or maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not too sure. So we've got that. I think we'll be good to go. And then all of the PJs that I picked out have covered feet. I never did cover Grayson's hands in the hospital, and he didn't really scratch his face, but then I seen with Finley, my nephew, he's a face scratcher and he still scratches his face lots. So none of these have mitts on them, like the little flippy thingies. And I don't plan on bringing socks. I think it'll be okay. We're just gonna be spending a couple days in the hospital, so worst case scenario, if he is a scratcher, I'll just have to cover his hands up when we get home, but he'll be swaddled at the hospital, so he should be okay. But I am bringing 2 little hats, which I didn't bring to the hospital with Grayson. I just wanna make sure that this guy stays warm. So I've got 2 little tiny toques. Again, the hospital also has hats, so worst case scenario, if these don't fit, they'll have something for me there, which is nice. And then honestly, that's it. That's all I have in my diaper bag. I do have wipes, and it's not actually for the baby, it's for Grayson, because I know when he comes to the hospital, we're most likely going to be giving him snacks and food and trying to just like keep him happy and hang out with him, and I don't want him to get his little sticky fingers all over the new baby. So I'm gonna be, or somebody else will be wiping his hands off constantly, so I know the wipes will be handy for him. So I'm definitely gonna obviously have like my wallet and those kinds of things I'm gonna switch into here when we go. But other than that, it's just blankets and clothes, because the hospital supplies us with everything else. So I'm pretty sure that is everything that I am bringing to the hospital. Honestly, I'm probably forgetting something, because that is just like me to forget 1,000,001 things. Yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but that again, so that is my super basic, super lightly packed what's in my hospital bag and diaper bag. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll probably see you in the hospital. Bye.